In this video I'm going to show you how we can add averages to your spreadsheet and also how we can sort the data. So this is how the data will look after you've been shared it by your teacher. So you'll have the age information you put in there, the gender, month of birth, siblings, and the different times and distances. So the first thing I'm going to do is add a new column so that we can calculate the averages for the times and for the distance. And to do that we just click on the column where we want it to be, and I want it to be here, but I don't want to replace the distance data, and I'm just going to insert a column to the left. And let me just show that process again here. I've already got space, but I want to add one more anyway, so look, right click and insert one left. I'm going to give the label. It's always important in spreadsheets that we add labels. Make sure we spell that right. There we go. Now you should have done some simple formulas and functions in spreadsheets before, but I'll just remind you how we do that. So we select the cell first of all, and we start with the equals to tell the spreadsheet that we're going to be doing some kind of function or formula. We're doing an average function, so it's really easy to remember this one. And then if you select it, it puts in the open brackets for me. Then all I have to do is select over the cells that I want to average. So I'm going to average from F2 to H2. Now in maths we would do this plus this plus this divided by 3, but in a spreadsheet it uses a function to do that for us. And I press enter. And we've now got my average. Now if you want to get more accuracy than that, we can add additional decimal places, look, which is a bit more useful, but you can see because actually the value is 29.58 and not 30. Now, we don't have to do that formula in all the cells. If you remember from previously, we can use the fill handle, and there's two ways we can do this. We can either drag that formula down, or we can rely on the fact that we double click on the corner where it's a plus and it will fill down to this point here. So if I just double tap and it fills the formula down, and you'll just note that you can see that it's the average F2 H2, and this average is the cells F3 to H3, and this average is the cells F4 to H4. So it adds 1 to the row as it goes down. And I'll just do one more average here. So equals, average, open brackets, select the cells, close brackets. I can actually just press enter there, press enter. And again, if I want to round that up or down or add more decimal places, I can by using these tools here, the decrease and increase decimal places, and then I fill that down to the bottom, and I've got my averages now. Now, what we can then do is start to sort it. So maybe we want to find out who's got the lowest or highest average time, for example. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the cell I want to sort by. So average is the one I want to sort, so data, and now this is quite important. We need to sort the range being this data here. If you just sort this column, it will make the data go a bit messy. So I'm going to actually select the column here and go sort range by column I, A to Z. So let's have a look at that. And you can see what's happened, look, is it's actually sorted the label. I don't want that to happen. So it's actually better to select the range when you're doing sorting. So I'll grab the range here and I'll show you how this works. So this is when we want to sort a big range of data. So here we go. Instead of choosing these ones, because we've got labels, we choose sort range. Now what we then do is say, well, has the data got a header row? What's asking if I've got labels at the top? Well, it has. And I want to then sort by my first average, A to Z, for example. And let's look what happens there. So A to Z means it sorts from low down to high. In this case, if I'd done Z to A, it would start with the highest and to the lowest. So you can see that this person here, a female, has the lowest average time. Now you might want to know, for example, to do two sorts. We might want to sort by the first average and then by gender. So we can go data, sort range, we're going to do the first average here, and then we can add another column, and we maybe want to sort then by gender, perhaps. And if we press sort now, it's sorted by the average followed by the gender, so alphabetically. And that's how we can add the average function and how we can sort some data.